was fun.
I had so much fun. Like, it was great.
It's like there wasn't as many, questions as I was thinking, I was like, "Man, this is gonna take a while. I wanna keep going."
I know.
Oh, we'll have to do that again.
Yeah, so listeners or all of you who are watching, if you have any questions for us, please submit them because we love doing things like this.
Absolutely, and it can be anything. It can be the serious, thought-provoking, or the fun and random. Your closing is so powerful and such a good reminder of how, like, he's in everything. He's in the fun, not just the deep, and that's, like, a serious life lesson I am always having to remember because I do tend to like the deep combos more than the silly stuff, but he's in it all, and he wants you to have and experience all of it.
Yes. Because if you're serious all the time, you're missing out on we did an episode on the humor of God. Like, you're
Yeah.
blocking that whole part of him, and that is a part of
Mhm.
God, and he wants us to carry that forth, not just being serious and deep and everything all the time, but just have some lightheartedness.
Yeah. I have a question, see what your response would be. How would you encourage the listeners to keep their life feeling a little more lighthearted when it does feel heavy and overwhelming?
Do something that brings you joy.
Mm.
Like, I have a playlist just on Spotify that when I'm in a funky, dumpy mood, I put that on, and I can't help but, like, change my state.
Mm.
I put it on, it's all these praise and worship songs, and even some disco songs from the '70s that just, like, light me up, and I'm just, like, moving and grooving, and I'm not taking myself too seriously when I'm
Mhm.
listening to it, you know? What would you
That's good.
say?
I would agree with you on doing what brings you joy, and if you're in a funk, though, where you don't know what that is, it's to, like, shift your environment. So not, like, having to get up and go on a walk necessarily, but, like, get up and just reorientate yourself so you can almost, like, tap into a different side of your brain or something to help get those juices flowing to connect to that joy. Because sometimes I think we just straight up have it blocked. And you're like, "How do I do this? And how do I know it brings me joy? Because I haven't experienced it in a while," right? Like, your solution for a playlist is really good because it's, for the most part, always accessible. So having that ready, right? But it's like wanting to make sure you're always ready, armed and ready to tap into joy because you don't really know what's gonna happen in life and when you're really going to need that quick access to joy.
When I was really in the throes of depression, probably, like, 15, 20 years ago, I had this friend, and whenever I was, like, going through it, they would just bring over the funniest movie
Mm.
and just put it on and let it play. And at first, you're, like, resisting, like,
Yes.
because like you said, like, you're just, like, stuck and you're just like, "Ugh,"
Yes.
like, I'm just gonna no, you can't change. But, like, 20, 30 minutes in, you can't help but to laugh and to, like, unleash some joy. So that's another good tool, just watching something really just hilarious.
Yeah. That's a good idea. But as we're speaking, I really am like, "Dang, Hope, I don't know if you actually have a quick go-to for joy." It's a little embarrassing to admit, but it's true. Like, there are things that bring me joy, but if I'm in the rut, your girl don't come out of it very easily.
And I think that's why, like, get these tools ready before you're in the rut.
Yeah,
Because if
exactly.
you try to put a joyful playlist together when you're in the throes of going through a rough season, it's you're not gonna put joyful songs on
N
there.
Yeah, no, that you're right. That's what I'm saying, like, that this is actually a really good conversation, to get ready.
Mhm.
And the fact, like, you have a playlist that I mean, I don't have a playlist, I have just, like, a generic, like, worship playlist, but no, like, you need something else too.
And my playlist is literally called "Let's Get Happy."
Mm, I love that. That's so good. Wow.
And I
That's
just
a good
keep adding it to it, like, sometimes, like, Spotify will put songs in the rotation that aren't supposed to be there, and you're just like, "Oh, adding that. That one makes me happy. I'm feeling that one."
yeah. And this makes me think about one of the questions, where it was joy looks like and you put peace in this season. That's the thing too, is like in different seasons, it might show up differently, you know? Maybe it's just pausing and taking a doing a puzzle.
Mhm.
A little
Yes.
less, like, energetic, but it's still peaceful. So,
I love puzzles. I love knitting. I love painting,
mm,
baking, whatever it is that
yeah.
reconnects you to something that sparks joy.
Yeah, that's so good. That's a good question. I think that's all I got.